Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 413 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is the world's longest-running recruiting education podcast. I'm Brent Hanks, the owner of Recruit Me, and the host of this episode and over 200 episodes of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is one of the many free and inexpensive recruiting resources that Recruit Me provides. Go to the recruit-me.com website to take advantage of, again, the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the free Recruiting Power Pack, the free monthly Recruit Me newsletter, and the inexpensive $39 Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System, which gets you a comprehensive step-by-step manual, workbook, and worksheets. If you want a sample of what you get with the Recruit Me 3.0 manual, then listen to the past episode 410, called Free Chapters of the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship Manual. Also, take the time to email me, brent@recruit-me.com, and request the parameters worksheet and the college school list worksheet for no charge. This week's episode 413, is a continuation from last week's episode 412. I have written 52 short recruiting tips that will be posted weekly starting the first week of July 2024. One recruiting tip will be produced weekly on Facebook, on the Recruit-Me Athletic page, and also at Recruit Me 13 X page, and the Brent Hanks page on the Baseball Bluebook app. These will give you one important recruiting tip per week for a year, July 2024 through June 2025. These tips are not in any specific order of importance or in a timeline for recruiting. Tips for you include advice on building a college school list, information on your high school GPA, also the role of a student athlete in the recruiting process, advice on junior colleges, and also building a recruiting team, and obviously many, many more pieces of recruiting advice. Last week gave you 35 of the 52 tips. Today you will get tips 36 through 52. Here are the subjects of the quick tips I will cover today. The components of the free Recruiting Power Pack, showcases and ID camps, a quote from a mental fitness trainer and a parent of college athletes, a review of Sutton's recruiting path. Sutton is my youngest son and plays college baseball. A question about early recruiting for female athletes, the player profile, building your recruiting team, the subject of you need to bet on yourself, and then myth number 7 about athletic scholarships. There will be a tip about finding your place to play, how stats affect you. There's also myth number 2 about athletic scholarships, and you'll find out how Recruit Me is for all levels and all sports. I point you to episodes about the transfer portal, and then myth number 4, 6, and 10 about athletic scholarships. Let's get into some recruiting tips. 36. Get started on your recruiting journey by signing up for the free Recruiting Power Pack. You can get 3 powerful tools at a great price, free. You get the first steps to an athletic scholarship, a when and how to use video, and a player profile template. The first tool is a PDF about 4 things you need to start right away. The second is an audio tutorial, and the third is an easy-to-use, fillable form. Go to recruit-me.com. 37. When you are ready to attend a recruiting showcase, prospect camp, or ID camp, be sure to find out what schools will be there. Reach out to the school or schools that you are interested in and let them know that you will be attending and that you would like to meet them. 38. From episode 389 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. An interview with Chance Potts, a mental fitness trainer and the father of college athletes. He said, quote, "I love what you're doing. I've had some experience with another company that was in the recruiting space. I didn't feel like we got the value," unquote. Go to recruit-me.com for more Recruit Me education information. 39. Sutton, my younger son, plays outfield for the NAIA level Columbia Cougars in Columbia, Missouri. Sutton's path to Columbia was him setting parameters, building a school list, and doing research on the programs. He took his list of 15 schools to his club coaches for advice. They helped him to eliminate and even add some schools to the list. As a matter of fact, Columbia College wasn't originally on Sutton's list. Sutton contacted 5 schools and got 3 offers. One was Columbia. 40. I got a great question from a parent emailed to me. This question was, female athletes are sometimes being encouraged to reach out to coaches during their freshman year. Most females tend to hit close to their maximum height by their freshman year. Is this okay? My answer is yes. Anyone as a freshman or a sophomore can send their information to coaches if their information will make a great first impression. Listen next week for more information on this subject. 41. Continuing from last week's parent question about contacting coaches as an underclassman, RecruitMe uses the player profile as a guide on when to send your introductory email. A student-athlete may not have a lot of academic information to send as an underclassman, but if the rest of the student-athlete's information like size, sports metrics, and high competition stats and accolades are available as an underclassman, then by all means introduce yourself to college coaches. 42. Who is on your recruiting team? You, the student-athlete, are the main player and must build your own personal recruitment team. Recruit one or both of your parents. Bring them or a relative or an adult on board. Listen to episode 346 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast for more on how to build your team. Include high school and club coaches, current and past college athletes, and their parents. 43. Your recruitment depends on you, the student-athlete. Episode 398, called Bet on Yourself, gives you many ways that you can bet on yourself all throughout your high school and recruiting years. This episode was inspired by episode 78 of the Never Stop Getting Better podcast, hosted by Coach John Perry, the head football coach at Nixa High School in Nixa, Missouri. Episode 78 is an interview with Missouri University's head football coach and 2023 SEC Coach of the Year, Eli Drinkwitz. 44. Myth 7 of the 10 myths about athletic scholarships from the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system is I have to be the best player on my team to get any athletic financial aid. Truth. Even if you are not a national superstar already being recruited, an accomplished athlete has a great chance of being recruited. But it won't just happen. Most athletes who don't reach that blue chip status get lost in the recruiting process, unless they market themselves. If a college coach doesn't know you exist, they can't recruit you. Go to recruit-me.com to get the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system. 45. A great follow-up to myth number 7 of the 10 myths about athletic scholarships is to listen to episode 402. There is a place for you to play. Find it. There are many levels of play in college sports, and many levels of play within those levels, meaning you need to search and research all the levels of play, other than just the NCAA Division I teams you see on TV or social media all the time. 46. What stats are college coaches looking for at their level and in their sport? Surprisingly, there are very few high-impact stats in most sports, especially team sports. Stats are generally more subjective, and college coaches many times don't know the competition at play or who is keeping the stats, and whether those stats will translate into the college game. There is a quote that Mark Twain made famous in the U.S., but was actually said by British Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli. The quote is, "Lies, damn lies, and statistics," meaning it is hard to trust stats. Find out what stats are sought out by the coaches that you are talking to. 47. Here is myth number 2 about athletic scholarships from the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system. Myth number 2 is, if I'm talented enough, the college coaches can get me into school despite bad grades. The truth is, it's just the opposite. Poor grades shut off coaches' interest more quickly than anything else. All things being equal, a coach would rather pursue a student-athlete with comparable abilities but with higher grades and test scores. 48. RecruitMe, the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system, and the Athletic Scholarship Podcast are not strictly only for high school student-athletes. Not only do high schoolers get recruited, but junior college athletes get re-recruited. Student-athletes at NCAA four-year institutions are getting re-recruited as they enter the transfer portal. College graduate students can also change schools without having to sit out. And don't forget about non-NCAA institutions in the NAIA and NCCAA levels. RecruitMe is for all sports, all levels, and starts for most their freshman year of high school, but possibly up through their senior year of college. 49. Episodes 407 and 408 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast cover Reagan McCowan's recruitment to play basketball for the Division I women's basketball team at Western Illinois University. Listen to these two episodes to hear how Reagan decided to go to Western Illinois, how she may have been under-recruited, as D2 and mid-major D1s were her only suitors out of high school, and how she has negotiated the transfer portal just after her freshman year of college at Western Illinois. Remember to be ready to be recruited at any time. 50. Here is myth number 4 about athletic scholarships from the Recruit Me 3.0 athletic scholarship system. Myth number 4 states, I can wait until my senior year to look for athletic scholarships. The truth, the school selection process can take a year or more, so start in your freshman or sophomore year of high school. Start gathering information about schools and programs. Make initial contact and begin sending stats after competing at the varsity or club level. You should definitely start the process no later than your junior year. The college coach is under certain restrictions on when he or she can contact you and how they do the recruiting. 51. Here is myth number 6 about athletic scholarships that is found in the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System Manual. The myth is, my high school coach or guidance counselor will get me a scholarship. The truth is, few high school coaches or counselors have either the time or the knowledge to take charge of your recruiting. They might have a few contacts at colleges, where they can promote their exceptional athletes, but you will need more than just a few colleges looking at you if you want the best chance of receiving a scholarship. You need to be talking to several dozen coaches. 52. Here is myth 10 of the 10 myths about athletic scholarships from the Recruit Me 3.0 athletic scholarship system. Myth 10 is I already have received letters from a coach, so I'm being recruited. The truth is, coaches send out hundreds of letters to athletes that they know little about. Chances are that there are hundreds of student athletes receiving the exact same letter you did. Why? Because coaches want to know who is interested, so they can begin a recruiting file, look at stats, and evaluate them. The 52 recruiting tips give you a varied array of thought starters to help you to ask and answer questions that pop up during a recruiting journey. The past episodes of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast are filled with expanded information about many helpful recruiting topics. Go to recruit-me.com to get all of the 400-plus past episodes, or go to your favorite podcast app. Episode 260 gives you information about the player profile. Introductory email information can be found in episode 259. Episode 258 covers how to research teams and programs. Learn about recruiting rules and calendars by listening to episode 373. Episode 222 highlights the free recruiting power pack, and an interview with a mental fitness trainer is episode 388. Episode 346 guides you on how to build your own recruiting team, and episodes 279 through 290 give you all the myths about athletic scholarships that are found in the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System Manual. The Recruit Me 3.0 is a proven step-by-step manual, workbook, and worksheets packaged together in a way to help you to get yourself an athletic scholarship. Essentially, it's a DIY tool that will save you a lot of time, money, and anxiety. Why risk hundreds or thousands of dollars on a recruiting mill? You can get a scholarship on your own at a school of your choice for the fraction of the cost. Recruiting doesn't have to be confusing, but it is when you don't have the knowledge that is organized in the Recruit Me 3.0 system. College coaches want to hear from you, the student athlete, and Recruit Me shows you how to recruit college programs to recruit you. The 7 steps to an athletic scholarship are detailed in the Recruit Me 3.0 manual. These steps are: Step 1, select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great introductory email. Step 3, create your own one-page player profile. Step 4, build a recruiting questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send one-page updates. And Step 7, make your school choice wisely. Get your copy downloaded to you today at recruit-me.com. Invest $39 that will guide you to your right fit college. And there is a 90-day money-back guarantee if you don't find the 400-plus manual, workbook, and worksheets helpful. Thank you for listening today. Please like and subscribe to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, and also share these episodes with others. Join me next week as I start a series that gives you details on the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship. Have a great Independence Day, and I'll see you next week.